Hello and welcome to my science tutorials. In this video, we want to learn how to convert percentage to decimals. Now this video is meant for young adult or teenagers all the way from grade 4, grade 5, grade 6, grade 7 all the way to grade 9. So if you are in any of these grades, you'll find this video helpful. And for those of us who are in Africa, Ghana or Nigeria, it is meant for students who are in class 5, class 6, JHS1, JHS2 and probably JHS3. You will find this video very helpful. Now we'll be solving 4 examples in this question and I'll give 4 more as an assignment or homework for you. So I expect you to watch the video throughout until the end. And at the end, you will have 4 assignments out of which you are supposed to answer them and write the answers in the comment section. I will mark them and give you your feedback or your answers. Alright, so we want to look at how to convert a percentage to decimal. That is the whole point of this tutorial. So let's look at the first example. We have example number 1. We have to convert 25% to decimal. Now there are, let me say, 2 ways to do this. So let me show you that one. So I will say method 1 and then method 2. So depending on which of them you like, you use that method. Any of them will give you the correct answer. Okay, now the term 25% means 25 divided by 100. That is what it means. So if you want to convert this into decimals, you just have to divide or do your long division and you get your answer. You can either do the long division straightforward, or you can break these guys down. So for instance, 25 can divide 100. It is possible. So you can do that. 5 can also divide 25 and 100 as well, but that will take very long. So we'll use 25. So 25 will divide itself once, to divide 100 4 times. So it means if I simplify this, I will have 1/4 as my decimal. And so therefore I can now do my long division from here. So I have 4 outside, 1 here. So let's do the long division. 4 cannot go into 1, so I write 0 here. I put dot. Okay, so I add 0 over here. So 4 will go into 10 how many times? It will go there 2 times. That 2 multiplied by 4 will give me 8. So if I subtract, I will get 2. Now 4 cannot go into 2, so I add 0. Now 4 will go into 20 how many times? 5 times. That 5 multiplied by 20 will give me 20. And so nothing will be left after I subtract. So if I use the method 1, which is the long division method, my answer is going to be 0.25. okay, as my answer for converting 25% to decimal. Now let's look at the second method. The second method, we have 25%, right? Now we need to understand that 25% means 25 divided by 100. Okay, so if you look at 100, we have 2 zeros. Okay, and so for this second method, you write a 25, okay, without a percentage sign. So let's leave this at the top. You write a 25 without a percentage sign, and you know that this has like decimal after the number. Okay, every number has a decimal after it, right? So if it is 10, we have 10. You can write 10 as 10.0. If it's 15, it's 15.0, right? You can do that. So to convert to decimal, because it is percent, it means 100. We have 2 zeros in 100. So I'll move the decimal point from my right to my left 2 times. Now pay attention. Because it is percent or divided by 100, I'll move the decimal point over here from my right to my left 2 times. So it means I'll move it like this: 1, 2. Are you okay? Now this 0, we can remove this 0 over here. Okay, we can keep it or we can remove it, but know that the decimal point is over here. So because it's 100, we move it 1, 2. So the decimal point will now be here, and so we can add 0 over here. So this will give me 0.25. Now let me redo that again. So we have 25%. So I'll write a 25, and I'll admit that there is a a decimal point over here after the number. Because we are dealing with 100, which has 2 zeros or 2 decimal places. Sorry, it has 2 decimal places. I'll move the decimal point over here twice, so it's 1, 2. So let me use another color to depict that. So I move the decimal point here 1, 2. So it is now here. Okay, so I can now write 0 in front of it, and that becomes my decimal. So this is equal to 0.25. Are you okay? So this is how we can do it. You can either use the second method or the first method, whichever works for you gets you the correct answer. So if this is objective, I would prefer you go with this because it is much simpler and it will save you more time. All right, so let's look at another example. In this example, we'll be using the second method, okay, so that we understand and get our answers easier and faster. All right. Okay, the second example is 50%. So we have to convert 50% to decimal. So in decimal, we don't know. So 50% means we have 50, then we have the decimal point over here. That is what it means. Now, because it is 50%, it means 50 divided by 100. So we are dealing with 100. Okay, because it's 100, it has 2 zeros. I'll move the decimal point from here twice, from my right to my left, and that will give me my answer. So if I will move it 1, 2, so it means my decimal point is now here. So I write 0 in front of it. So my answer now is 0.50 as my answer in decimal. So 50% to decimal is 0.50 or 0.5. Are we okay? All right, let's have a look at another example. Okay, the next example is 7%. 7%. So when it's 7%, we write 7. We have our decimal place over here. Okay, because it's 7% and we are dealing with percent means 100 as always. We'll move the decimal point from the right to the left how many times? Twice. So I'll do that 1 and 2. So my new decimal point is over here. Now if you look at it, there's an empty space over here and then empty space in front of the new, where the new decimal point is, which is over here. So I fill those places with 0. So there's 0 here, 0 here. Are we okay? So my answer now is this 0, the point over here, then 0.7. Okay, so 7% is 0.07 as decimal. Now let's look at 44%. So 44%. For 44%, we write a 44. Then the decimal point is over here. Because we are dealing with percentage, we move the decimal point from our right to our left twice. So I'll do that. 1, 2. So the new decimal place is over here. Then I put 0 in front of it. So this is equal to 0.44 as my answer. So this is how we convert percentage to decimals. Okay, we can go on and on and on, but it's still going to give you the same answer. Let's try one more example to actually further understand before I give you your assignment or homework. All right, so let's look at, let me say 9%. Okay, 9% is very easy. So I have my 9, the decimal point is over here. So I move it from the right to the left twice. So I do it like this, 1 and 2. So the decimal point is now here. So this place is empty. I put 0 here and I put 0 in front as well. So 9% is equal to the first 0, then point, the second 0, and then 9. So this is the answer for 9%. All right, so now that we've understood how to convert percentage to decimal, let's have a look at some few examples as an assignment, and then we can end this tutorial. Like I said, you are expected to answer these homeworks and write the answers in the comment section for me to mark for you and give you your feedback. So the first example is 10%. Okay, so convert these percentages to decimals. So let me, okay, so convert this percentages to decimals. Okay, so this is the question. So this is the first example. The second example is 3%. The third example is 130%. 130%. The fourth example is 205. 205, so sorry, it's 205%. 205%. Now if you want more, I can add. Okay, I'm sure you guys want more, so I'll add 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so we have 39%, 605%, then 104%. Okay, so these are your assignments. So you have to convert these percentages to decimals. We have 1, 10%, 2, 3%, 3, 130%, 4, 205%, 5, 39%, 6, 605%, and lastly 7, 104%. Okay, so convert this to decimals and write your answer in the comment section. This is how you are going to do it. You write 1, then you write the answer. 2, you write the answer. 3, you write the answer. 4, you have the answer. All the way to 7, you write the answer like that. I'll mark all of it, and in replying you, I'll give you your score, right, and some remarks. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll be learning the opposite, that is how to convert decimals to percentage, right? So thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.